She came in first.
It was
The chief says it's awesome.
Right. More plausible.
Okay, all right.
Maybe you may want to just, announce that anybody who's on Zoom, unless they're speaking after the vote, and create themselves.
Oh, okay.
You can
Ready?
say that now if you want.
Call the meeting to order. Want to do roll call? Hayden. Here. Ty.
Here.
Ben.
Here.
Vernon. Here. Sherry. Can you mute yourself if you're?
Sherry's here.
Reverse.
You did that? Okay. I have a proclamation to make to Brianna Maury. Ty, would you please read it?
Yes, sir, Mayor. Proclamation by the city of Basehor, Kansas, recognizing Brianna Maury. Whereas the National Merit Scholarship Corporation, NMSC, established in 1955, is an independent, not-for-profit organization that operates without government assistance. And whereas since its founding, NMSC has recognized over 3.4 million students and provided some 451,000 scholarships worth over 1.8 billion. The honors awarded by NMSC to exceptional students are viewed as definitive marks of excellence. And whereas the Basehor Linwood High School is pleased to announce that senior student Brianna Maury has been selected as a semifinalist in the 2023 National Merit Scholarship Program and has an opportunity to continue in the National Merit Scholarship Competition. And whereas the nationwide pool of semifinalists, representing less than 1% of U.S. high school seniors, includes the highest scoring entrants in each state. And whereas the city of Basehor is incredibly proud of you and wanting you to know that we are cheering you on and are excited to see you being recognized for your hard work and all your achievements.
Now, therefore, I, Dick Drennan, Mayor of the City of Basehor, Kansas, hereby proclaim September 28th, 2022 as Brianna Maury Day. In witness whereof, I set my hand and have affixed the Great Seal of the City of Basehor, Kansas, this 28th day of September in the year of 2022.
You're welcome to stand up and take a picture of them.
Yes,
too. We're
yeah.
pretty informal here.
Yes.
You just. Yeah, this is awesome. The family likes to do the shot.
Yeah. If all the families come up and do a shot. Yeah, okay, we'll just- Everybody's here.
Brother.
We like to be a picture with all you guys too. Can I get the council to come down?
Sure.
Sorry. Congratulations. And you are actually welcome to stay for the remainder of the meeting, or you're welcome and.
I think some of the council would like to say something to you too. Go ahead.
Before you leave, it is always an amazing thing to be recognized for your scholarship. I know as one that has earned the PhD, it's a lot of work. It's rewarding work. It can be challenging work. But just like the mayor said, and the rest of the council members and everyone else here supported you, we will support you in every effort in this journey. Keep going, keep up the good work, and I wish the very best for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Wonderful job. Don't forget us here at Baser, Kansas, once you move on to do, the great things here in the next couple of years. Congratulations.
Simply congratulations. Hard work, well deserved. Thank you. Congrats.
Congrats on your own day.
Yes.
Sherry, would you like to say something? Sherry? Sherry?
That's
Okay. Rita, I just want to let you know too, next year, if you're not in Bayshore, wherever you end up going to school at, please feel free if you have any questions or anything like that. We have a great staff here. Call any of the council people, call myself, we can help you out. We'd be more than happy to. You've helped us out many times before, and we appreciate everything you've done too. So congratulations, young lady.
Great job.
Thank you, guys. Are you sure you don't want to stay?
Oh, yeah.
No, feel free to stay, take them in here if you want. Yeah,
Thank you all.
thanks, guys.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for coming.
Yes.
Yeah. But she's a special girl.
Yes, yes.
Call to the public. Public comment will be allowed by the mayor's discretion during regular meetings. This is exclusive of items requiring a public hearing. The mayor reserves the right to limit the total amount of time for public comment and or impose a time limit for each speaker at each regular meeting in order to facilitate input and the stats and applicant presentations. Please wait to be recognized for the mayor and then proceed to the podium, staff, and address. And I need to do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. A little bit late. Okay, before we go into the call for motion on the consent agenda, Michelle, there's some things you want to change. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Council, at this time, basically, I would just ask that we remove consent agenda item letter I. So if you want to go ahead and make a motion with regard to the rest of the consent agenda, except for item I, then we'll talk about why here in just a couple minutes. So that's it for
Okay.
now. So you would just go ahead and take it. So it'd basically be consent agenda items A through H and J is what the motion would need to be.
Okay. And so we're going to let's move I to 5A then.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So I need a motion for consent agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I would make a motion to approve consent agenda items A through H and J. And moving the consent agenda item I to 5A.
I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Have a second. I'll call for is there any discussion? Okay, I'll call for a vote. Hayden?
Aye.
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 Ben?
Aye.
Vernon?
Aye.
Sherry?
Aye.
Thank you. Passes 5-0. Okay. Item number 5, do we have any unfinished business we can talk about? No? Okay. We're on to new business. Item number 6.
If we could do 5A, we could just. do
5A, okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's
We'll go ahead and go with 5A if
Okay,
you want to
thank you.
explain it.
Yes, just briefly, you all received in your packet a copy of the revised employment manual. I believe it's called personnel manual. My apologies. In Article A, Section A7, the way it has been presented to you, it was set up so that the policies would be allowed to be amended by the city administrator and then communicated to the employees. This is different than the practice has been in Baser for years. And basically in the past, as we would like to propose continuing, is that it always comes to the council. It would still be by resolution. It would be by recommendation of the city administrator if there were any changes that needed to be made. But ultimately, Leslie and I discussed this and felt like it would be important that those types of changes always come before all of you for consideration and ultimate decision. So as a result, what we're recommending is a motion to approve, if you see appropriate, the personnel manual changes, but leaving A7 drafted the way it was prior to tonight. So it would just basically, rather than saying by the city administrator following consultation advice of legal counsel, it would just say by resolution, which is the very language that is in there right now. So probably the cleanest way to make a motion on that would just be moved to approve the revised personnel manual, leaving section A7 drafted as is currently in place, something along those lines.
Okay.
So if anybody has any questions on that, I'm happy to explain a little bit more, but that would just be our recommendation at this time.
Does anybody have any questions on that at this point? Sherry, do you have any questions? No. Okay. So I need a motion for 5A, resolution 2022-55, updated personnel manual.
I would move that we approve the revised personnel manual with the exception of section A7, which should remain in place as it exists today.
I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
I have a second. Take a vote on it. Hayden?
Aye.
Ty?
Aye.
Ben?
Aye.
Vernon?
Aye.
Sherry?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Okay, moving on to new business. Item number 6, charter ordinance number 30 relating to the appointment of city officers, exception from KSA 15-204.
Mayor, if I may, if I can
Yes.
actually make some comments on both number 6 and number 7 as they apply to both. Just as a reminder, had a couple charter ordinances considered earlier in the summer, but just as a reminder, charter ordinances are unique creatures in that they require different voting results than just an ordinary ordinance. At this point in time, the two that are before you, they involve many of the same things that you just approved in F, G, and H on the consent agenda. Basically just getting our ordinances and our code and our policies and everything cleaned up so that they reflect how the business is handled here in the city of Basel. So what these will do at this time is when you vote on these, the entire governing body has an opportunity to vote through this. Unlike regular ordinances, the mayor only has a vote in certain circumstances. The statutes say that and the Kansas Constitution say that the mayor has a vote in these. And so it requires an affirmative vote of 4 for this to pass. So that's the place for both 6 and 7, if that's the case. If you have any questions on any of that, but that is why those were not on the consent agenda, because they do require a different type of vote.
Hey, does anybody have any questions for Michelle?
No, just appreciate the additional context on the charter ordinances and then helping us get our code lined up with actual practices. I think that's helpful.
Vernon, do you have anything, sir?
No, I do not.
Ben, Ty.
Nope.
Sherry, do you have anything? Guess not. Okay, I need a motion on number 6, charter ordinance number 30 relating to the appointment of city officers, exemption KSA 15-204.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve charter ordinance number 30 relating to the appointment of city officers exemption from the KSA 15-204.
I have a motion to hear second.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
No, sir.
Hayden.
Aye.
Ty.
Aye.
Ben.
Aye.
Vernon.
Aye.
Sherry.
Mayor, Sherry has dropped off, so I just sent a message to her to ask if she can call her.
Okay. Pause for a second. Okay.
We do have the required.
Correct.
Charter order.
Let me know if she texts you back.
I have not even seen, I don't know, she may not have service. Okay.
Okay, we'll move on in Mayor Road side, so be 5-0. Moving on, item number 7, charter ordinance number 31 relating to the general powers and duties of mayor exemption from KSA 15-301. Everything you need to say on that one? Okay. So I need a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve charter ordinance number 31 relating to the general powers and duties of the mayor exemption from the KSA 15-301.
I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
I have a second. I'll call for a vote. Hayden.
Aye.
Ty.
Aye.
Ben.
Aye.
Vernon.
Aye.
And Sherry not on yet? Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone really quick, okay? The mayor just accepted a motion for
Seven.
item number 7 on the agenda, the charter ordinance number 31 relating to the general powers and duties of the mayor exemption from KSA 15-301. So I'm gonna put you on speaker so you can vote, okay? Okay, Sherry, can you hear us? Yes, I can. Okay, how would you like to vote? I'll be an aye.
And the mayor votes aye, so it'll be 6-0.
Okay, all right, Sherry, I think, and if you want to stay on the phone, we can. Otherwise, I think they're done with all of the business items. They're gonna move on to city administrator reports. If you prefer, we can let you go, or I can keep you on the phone.
I'll go ahead and sign off.
Okay.
But thanks, anyway, sorry I was out.
No problem. Thank you for being available. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Safe travels.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Moving on, number 8, city administrators, staff reports. Chief, I'm gonna start with you.
Excellent place to start, Mayor. Thank you. This week, we are finalizing some building improvements that I anticipate you all will hear a little information about next week. We are working through our latest criminal damage to property. I'd like to give a big shout out to Secret Squirrel. I won't name names that provided some additional security that helped us locate perhaps some ne'er-do-wells. Other than that, incremental changes, sir, business as usual.
Thank you so much for getting right on that and taking care of that. So you guys did a great job. Appreciate it.
City effort.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Gene?
Good evening, Mayor, Council, Gene Burr, City or Municipal Service. Last week, we went into negotiations contacting 4 appraisers for the 2302 lift station. We have finalized with Michelle negotiations to move forward tomorrow with the local land appraiser for him to go meet with the 2 property owners to get that in the works. So that's a very good positive. The 7 Highway and Holland River Road is open. KDOT is just waiting on the street light poles for the lighted intersection. They said that it should be the 3rd week of October when the poles actually arrive to finalize that project. I did have a conversation yesterday with Brian from the KDOT from Bonner office about the 7 Highway and Parallel project.
Hot topic.
Very hot topic.
They have started the crossover work. They're intending to finish the north and southbound crossover. Here, the 2nd week of October, they plan on sending notifications out to all the surrounding communities to hold meetings in their Bonner office. He stated they don't know if they're going to do it by the Wyandotte County side, have a meeting, and then the Leavenworth County side, but they are being bombarded for that. They do plan on having these meetings prior to spring of when they would start the intersection work. There has been some changes made to where there will be lights at the crossovers now. So they are making some adjustments, trying to appease some of both sides, the communications that they've had. But I said, emphasize that we need notification of when these meeting dates. And they said that they will be sent out to all municipalities, Chamber of Commerce groups, all the organizations within Leavenworth County and Wyandotte County that are there.
Thank you. Chrissy?
Thanks, Gene.
Thank you, Mayor. Chris Steelson, City Treasurer. Putting the final touches on sending our billing utility for the tax rolls. It's, I think the total's about 30,000. It was 40, but we've had a bunch of people pay. So it
Awesome.
doesn't end up on their tax.
Good.
We'll get that up tomorrow. I'll get the list to Kathy and then she'll certify it and send it up.
Great job. Appreciate it. Kathy?
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to tell you know, on the council and public that the City of Basin will be hosting a flu shot clinic tomorrow from 12 noon to 2 p.m. And then again on Friday from 4 to 6.
Can I ask a question? I know there's 2 shots now, one for normal people, one for us old people. Are they having both shots there?
Yes, they both will be available.
Okay, thank you. Cameron, anything?
Good evening, City Council. My name is Kim Lee. I am the city planner. Tonight, I will be sharing with you. Tonight, I will be sharing with you the brand new project development map. This map will be distributed monthly to those of the regular sessions for City Council and Planning Commission. This map will start off with statistics of that month, new commercial applications as well as new residential applications. As we move forward, I will be comparing it to the month before, so you can have the statistics to see where it changes throughout the month. Currently, we do have 2 new residential applications. This would be a conditional use permit for solar panels and a lot split.
Okay, moving on from that, you can see the overall development map. This map is interactive. You can zoom in, zoom out. The highlighted parcels will be showing ongoing projects within the city. Below that, I will have a breakdown of these bigger ongoing projects. As you can see, Mom's Biz, we have the general location, the status of where they're at with planning and building codes, the applicant, and the development type. And these maps will be interactive as well. Currently, they're zoomed into that specific parcel. Going down, I will also have site photos of that project. Moving on to Tomahawk Valley Park Phase 1, change order on the September City Council agenda. As you can see, that is the current picture of what the park looks like. Moving on from that, we have Baser Town Square. Confluence is currently preparing a sub-area plan for this. Overall picture of that site. Moving on to Fat Cats, they are under building codes review for their building expansion located here on Parallel Road. Moving down, you can see their site photo as well. After that, we do have Honey Creek subdivision. The city is currently reviewing their construction documents. Here you can see the general location as well as the site photo. Moving on to First State Bank, they have already started development. This is the current picture as of today. So they do have some dirt moving over there. And last but not least, we have Greyhawk 4th plat. The city is currently reviewing their construction documents as well. And that is it from me.
Thank you, Cameron. Great job. Does anybody have any questions for Cameron?
No questions. I just want to say that was great. Thank you for the update. That was really
That's gonna be
cool.
a helpful tool.
So I'm sure that I know.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, and the link, we can send that out to you.
Nice. Great. Michelle, do you have anything you need to say? Okay. Leslie?
Maddie's on if you want to come to her.
Maddie? Maddie.
Hi, everyone. That is that is a tough act to follow. Just two quick things. Tomorrow, along with Councilmember Fields, we will be presenting our two applications to Mark's STP committee for the Civic Campus Trails Project and the 158th Street and Parallel Roadway Project. I just want to say thank you to Leslie and to Councilmember Fields and the rest of the governing body for trusting me with that. And I will do Baser proud. And then lastly, we got some great news today about Tomahawk Park. We finally got our second permit that we were waiting on. So coupled with the approved change order that you approved tonight, Sands Construction will start their locates, their erosion and staking next week and start moving some dirt the week of the 10th. So pretty exciting news. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Maddie. Leslie.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. So I will defer to you and Councilmember Fields to discuss a brief update on our discussion related to the Memorial Garden at the Civic Campus. But we have had our ongoing project meetings related to the mass grading package and the other improvements that were approved by the City Council as part of Phase 1, which, friendly reminder, includes the event lawn, splash pad, grading for the amphitheater, modest parking improvements, the trail package, and then of course the actual stormwater pond. We had intended to ask the City Council this evening to bring your calendar so we could set a groundbreaking for the mass grading package. However, we have decided to delay bringing that contract forward to you because we are eagerly awaiting word on whether we'll receive funding for the trails for the Civic Campus. As of right now, our application is in front of the Active Transportation Committee at Mid-America Regional Council. We don't know what everyone else scored, but our project scored very well. And we stand in position to receive, it looks like right now, up to $750,000 towards those trails.
Awesome.
In the event that we do receive that funding, there's also an opportunity for funding through the STP committee. We've asked for $500,000 through that committee, so 1.25 million towards those trails. If we receive external funding, we probably need to talk to you about a willingness to maybe delay some of our work so that we can leverage those external dollars. We obviously would love to see the improvements out there, but if there's an opportunity to help pay for some of those improvements with someone else's money, I think that stands to reason that you might want to consider that.
So we've talked a lot about potential theming around the civic campus and really trying to celebrate both Baser's history as a community and really what our residents have been involved in over the years. And so right now, some of the elements that we're looking at for play structures, and of course, we'll solicit public input on all of these, is really kind of a more natural theme and agriculture theme. There are a number of play options and just really awesome opportunities to, I think, embrace both of those into an integrated theme on that campus. Let's see here. We had our kickoff meeting for the City Hall project today. A huge thank you to Jean and the chief for participating in that. I think it's really important that we bring all the experts to the table up front so we don't forget something important like security and safety at our new facility. And of course, how to construct it and maintain it. Please mark your calendars for October 31st, November 1st, and November the 2nd. That's when we'll be having charrettes on the design for the new City Hall. More info to follow in terms of times and opportunities for you to come in and participate in that. And then 2 final items. Also, please mark your calendars tentatively, and of course, we'll send out more information. We'll share this on social media, but it looks like November the 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. I'm hoping we will be hosting a meeting of the Regional Transportation Plan Initiative, which is titled Priorities for Progress, here in the southern portion of the county at the Baser Community Library. That is not a city-sponsored event. That the city is a participant in that event. We are a stakeholder in that event. We're a partner with the county, the other larger cities, and KDOT and Mid-America Regional Council. And I know that's our city council meeting night. The library is not available on Thursday. So, and it's open house style, so nobody needs to stay the whole time. And then finally, while I don't typically find it necessary to respond to things on the community Facebook page, I would just note that I saw a lot of traffic today about the Dunkin' Donuts and that the city impeded that development from coming here. And I just want to assure the governing body that that is just simply not the case, and I'll leave it at that. So.
Right. Good. Okay, moving on, city council members. Hey,
Yeah, I don't want to steal your thunder, but want to thank the staff for all the work that went into the tournament last week. I think it was a great event and appreciate the community's generosity.
thank you.
I'm good tonight.
Thank you. Be quiet tonight. Ben?
We had what may be our last, if not second to the last Field of Dreams Committee meeting last Thursday, and tentatively have some moderate direction on which things we want to put in place and recommend to council possibly in November. As well as I want to say good luck to Vernon and to Maddie tomorrow. You got big shoes to fill, but Vernon, if I know you, like I know you, you're going to get it done because you always do. We put our trust in you and we know that you have what it takes to help our city out. So thank you for what you do. We appreciate it very much. And then finally, thank you to the staff for the mayor's first annual golf tournament. I think it went off without a hitch for the very first time. You guys acted like you've been there before, so good job. Without that, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Vernon?
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Let me start at the top. Our score on the TAP was 84. So we are the second highest rated TAP project. So we are the highest rated highly aligned applications. So that bodes well for us. They're going to be doing a meeting on October the 10th. No, October the 5th. And anyone that wants to participate in that meeting, please feel free to do that. Tomorrow I'll be hosting the Kansas Transportation Priority Committee. Baser is up first. So we will be trying to do a home run with the MVP team. Is that how it goes, MVP? Yeah. So there's Maddie, Vernon, and Paul.
Right.
So we are hoping that our application will be highly aligned as well. And I do anticipate that the MVP team will do well with that. All members of that team have done a very good job. And that's tomorrow morning at 9:30. We'll be doing it right here in City
Very
Hall.
spot.
After that, October 13th, we start funding discussions. So tomorrow is our opportunity to get, throw our best ball and hit our best home run. Then we go into the discussion, funding discussions, and that's going to be ongoing. It's going to be approximately every 2 weeks, and we will know where we're at the end of that. We are hoping, again, to get a high score, and we're hoping to be highly aligned. On October 8th through the 10th, the Kansas League of Municipalities is holding their conference here in the Kansas City area, Overland Park. And similar to the one that we went to at Mark, this is being highly promoted that our city get involved with the league at some level. I had conversations with the league president a couple of days ago, about how we can be better represented, and he had highly recommended, or the executive highly recommended, that we attend that meeting on October 8th through the 10th. So I'm signed up to go. It would be, again, a lot of the members at the league know me from work that I've been doing with them and others in the past. So this is a great opportunity if you guys want to come, for me to introduce you to some of the people that might be beneficial to not only the city, but beneficial to you in terms of your own networking.
Vernon, is that during the day? Is that during the evening?
I believe it's during the day. Kathy, could you please, ma'am?
We check those
send-
dates, because that's a Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Saturday, Sunday.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah, which is nice because
It's not.
it's not a work day thing, a work day thing. So it would be nice if we get a group together to go down. We can carpool from here versus all of us having to drive independently. With that, I have nothing. Oh, I attended the Mark board meeting yesterday. Baser again was well represented, and the work on the Port Authority from Baser end is continuing to look good from my perspective. We are talking about different projects to include the project that is currently scheduled for the city of Baser. And with that, I have nothing else.
Thanks, Vernon. So moving on, I'm gonna move mine up to number 1 from now on, because all these guys make me look bad. So I want to start off with just thanking Vernon Fields and John Gallion both for the work, and the staff of the getting everything together for tomorrow's transportation meeting. My golf tournament, as the other 2 guys have already mentioned, turned out better than I could have ever dreamed of. It ran smooth. The staff did an excellent job. Look forward to next year. We've already got a date set for September the 20th next year. So put that on your calendar, guys. Everybody we talked to had a blast, ran real smooth and quick, and had good food. Falcon Lakes did a great job too. So just so you know, we have applications that we're going to be getting from some of the organizations. We've let them know that if you would like to need some money, let us know. We're going to take a look at it. We'll let you guys, we'll get a list together when we divide the money out and send it out so everybody knows where it's going. Just so you know, I've been in touch with Blaze, been in touch with the school district, see if we can help out some children throughout the school district, and some different organizations that we're trying to get worked out on that. So again, I'm blessed. The city was blessed that we've got this extra money. We can help some organizations out right now. Moving on, and I do want to mention Ben was the top winner last week in the golf tournament. So
El Presidente.
yeah, El Presidente. And Hayden had a team in there. They did good too. I think your dad had a good time. It seemed like it. So I don't really have anything else. For that meeting, if that you were talking about on the 9th.
Mhm.
If everybody shows up at the same time, I mean, is that a problem or we're okay since it's a come and go thing?
We'll notice it that there's, I mean, it's not our meeting, but depending on how many of you decide to attend, I don't think there's any harm in us adding it to our calendar with some language that, I mean, you're going to be there to speak about regional priorities of transportation projects countywide. And some of those may be Baser specific, and you may want to advocate for other projects throughout the county as well.
Oh, one last thing I want to mention too. See what the mayor's Christmas tree lighting, they've set a date for that. Of which date is that now?
That will be November the 18th. And Maddie, have they settled on a time?
They have not. We're trying to organize a meeting with them so that we can coordinate logistics. I'm assuming it's probably going to be, I think between probably maybe 6 p.m. It certainly gets darker earlier at that time, but we'll make sure to run that by you, Mayor, and get that information out.
Okay, great. And if none of you's been there before, it's a great thing to have. There's a lot of people. It's at the library. Last year it was jam packed with kids and everything. They had Santa Claus come in on the fire truck. It's a great deal for the city. So it turned out really nice last year. So hopefully you guys can come and have some refreshments and stuff. Have a good time. So that's all I've got.
Mr. Mayor, did you want to talk about the memorial?
Oh, and I was gonna ask you if you want to go ahead and give your update on Vernon, if you want, we had a meeting this afternoon. Go ahead.
But on behalf of the mayor, we had a meeting today about the 158th Street and Parallel Memorial Garden there. And it was well attended. The Historical Society participated in it, and VFW and other community partners. We had several different layouts to really look at, and it was stressed, at least by the majority of the members, that this memorial garden needs to not simply be a veterans garden, but a garden that incorporates all of Baser history. So the library of the Historical Society was very helpful in bringing in a book that had Baser history from 1889 to 1989. And that book is available in the Historical Society. But we still want to highlight the fact that in 2003, Dave Brewer's father donated that land to the library, to the Historical Society, in honor of the Baser brothers. So that's why we have the Baser brother. For those of you who might not have been around during that time, that's why the Baser brothers statue was there. It was very well attended by legislators from Topeka that came out also for that. So, maintaining that honor, I think, is important. But I also know that we are looking at a lot of different ways to highlight the importance of Baser and the history of Baser, as well as pay honor and homage to our veterans, and not just our veterans that are in my era, the Vietnam era, but the veterans that came even before. We have one veteran that's getting ready to turn 100 years old, and that's Wilbur. And I think that they're looking at doing something special for him as well. So if we can honor those folks, then that's what we're going to do. It's very, very preliminary. Just the first meeting was today, so we will see how that unfolds. If you have any ideas, if it's appropriate for me to say this, please refer those ideas to the city administrator, and we will look forward to that. Baser deserves to have a history that is just as solid and just as recognized as any other cities that are around.
Thanks, Vernon. And I just want to say one more last thing. Ben mentioned about the Field of Dreams committee. When I was elected in January, we started this thing, and it's turned out really good. We've had a lot of community feedback, and a lot of people, we went to different ballparks, everything like that there. And there's a lot of excitement about what we came up with and the idea. So like Ben said, we're going to present it in November to you all, to the rest of the council, see what you guys want to do. But I think it's time that we make this town look better. And I think they came up with is a great idea. So thank you, Ben and Sherry, for serving on that committee. Appreciate it. So Kathy.
I did find out those times for the LKM conference, it begins Saturday at noon, registration opens. And it will run through Sunday or Monday, October 10th, I'm sorry. Till 1:30 p.m.
And to add to that, there's going to be breakout sessions. If you've not been to one before, this is a great opportunity for city council members, elected members, appointed members, to see what the league has to offer. Again, this is kind of one of the first times that collectively we might have been to them. I used to go on behalf of David Brewer. He would send me out to some of them. So there's a mayor brunch, sir. So if you get a chance, love to have you there for that.
Absolutely. So, okay, anybody else have anything else?
No, thank you.
Well, it's not been too, but 45 minutes, hey.
Strike while the iron's hot. No, we do not need an executive session.
Good, thank you. I need a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I think we adjourned.
Ready, you got a second? Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting. Adjourned.
Thank you.